start off by giving our honor and glory to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh by Shorok HaKadosh. We also want to give double honor to elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone Ruel, as well as peace and blessings, health and wellness to the house of David the elect. All right, we are the GMS Mississippi Camp. GMS Mississippi Camp. I was a hobby to my left. All right, behind me. All right, and today we're going into a topic entitled, "The voice that you hear in your ear is not of the Most High." The voice that you hear, all right, that voice in your ear is not the Most High, because some of us is raised by Christian mothers. All right, some of us have been in relationships with so-called black women or have encountered so-called black women that their relationship with the Most High was not by way of the scriptures. Even if they were Christian, right? It wasn't the Christianity in the Bible in regards to the New Testament. They were basically led by a voice in their fucking ear. So, you being a man that has a woman, all right, that's supposed to really follow your leadership, follow your authority, all right, you didn't hear that voice in her ear. So if she can't make a move unless it's confirmed by that voice in her ear, then really she's the leader. If her perception of God or the Most High is based off her dreams and the voice that she hears in her ear, then you're not the leader. It's basically she's being led by this voice. Now, we're going to get that in Isaiah 30 real quick.
This is Isaiah chapter 30, verse 21.
Speak up, bro.
This is Isaiah chapter 30, verse 21. And thy ears shall hear a word behind thee, saying, This is the way, walk ye in it. And ye turn to the right hand, and ye turn to the left.
All right, and that's the scriptures that you have inside your head. It's the understanding of the scriptures, man. All right? But you have our women who are really under Satanism, all right? And we're going to break it down to the spirit, how they're really Satanists, because their actions, for the most part, is not based off a doctrine in the scriptures. They're not saying my behavior is this way because of I read this in this book in the Bible. You know, I don't drink. Well, you can drink, but I'm not out drunk at clubs or bars. I'm not dressed in half naked because it says this in the Bible. Most women who say they're Christians, they're hyper individuals. They're really Satanists because their actions is not based off the New Testament. So what is it based off of? Their relationship they have with so-called God, all right, it's based off a voice they hear in their fucking ear. It's based off their emotions, and they're projecting it on God. They're saying this is God, all right? Your intuition, your emotions, your instincts, and also spiritual demon Satan whispering in your ear. And you'll say, that's God. Your emotions is really your God. And you're led by your emotions. So you're dealing with a woman that you're supposed to be the leader, but a true leader is her feelings. So now the scripture says, can two walk together unless they be agreed? All right? So what's going on is the spirit is exposing these women. They don't have a relationship with God or so-called Jesus, man. All right? They have a relationship with their own fucking feelings, man. And Satan deals with women, man. Heavy. Okay, you had a point you want to make? All right, go ahead.
Okay, well, I got to read something again first.
Okay.
This is 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 1 to 3. This second epistle, beloved, I now write unto you, in both which I stir up your pure minds by the way of remembrance,
Yep.
that ye may be mindful of the words which were speaking before the holy prophets, and of the commandments of us, the apostles of our Lord and Savior, knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers, walking after their own lusts.
Walking after their own lust. So basically, you gotta do as thou wilt spirit, man. A lot of you niggas got feminine bitches spirits because the end result of your actions is, well, how I feel, the way I see it. You're walking out of your own lust. All right?
Yeah, you trying to think like, what's right to you?
Yeah.
You know, what's right to you? You know, you're like, okay, I feel this one. Well, my truth, your truth is not the truth.
Your truth is not the truth.
You know, you're going based on how you feel and how you think. You know, not the proper way. What's been established. You know, that's what we have gone. That's what
right. We had the instructions, man.
You know, I got another one for y'all.
Go ahead.
This is Second Peter chapter 1 verse 20. Knowing this verse,
And that goes to show you we're in the last days because everybody on the face of this planet is not uniform. See, at the time before the flood, everybody just did what the fuck they wanted to do. And in the world we live in today, pretty much everybody just does what the fuck they want to do. There's not a national Shabbat day. Oh, the new moon just got ushered in. We all, praying. There's not a national Shabbat. They just celebrated Halloween, man. The motherfuckers really put their energy behind that shit. As far as creativity and all that. All right, everybody's just doing what they are, and this is a pre-flood mindset, man. This is pre-missile behavior. Everybody just walking out their own lust, drinking, smoking, fucking, partying, whatever, man. Just doing me. I'm just doing me. That's what they call it, man. All right.
this is 2 Peter 1 verse 20. Knowing this verse, that no prophecy of the scriptures of any private interpretation. And these people, they all believe the Lord has revealed to me. The Lord has revealed to me.
Yeah.
When it's coming from false doctrine.
It's coming from a false doctrine, yo.
They believe that they have constructed in their mind to be right. That's why they believe that the Most High is a woman. They believe that.
Yeah.
And how the Most High is coming to pick. The female God is coming, is showing him her power, and that's why women are on top now. Now understanding that it is a curse.
It's the Queen of Heaven spirit, man. And they call her spirit. They really call Satan spirit. But I believe that I believe you're talking to Satan. Just because some of you bitches, you really got a relationship with this thing called spirit. But it's never something that builds a family. The things that spirit reveals to you, it's some hyper individual shit. It's never something that's conducive to the betterment of your people. It's pro-death, man. And this personal relationship you have with the Most High is out of tune with it's not the Most High because it's not in the scriptures. It is you being an individual doing what the fuck you want to do.
Verse 21. For the prophecy came not in all time by the will of man, but holy men of Yahweh Shem Shah spake as they were moved by the Holy Spirit. And Eve hates that.
Yeah.
She hates that. That's why they be quick to discredit that. Because what they be saying, nah, that's the patriarchy. The book was written by the patriarchy. It's just about enslaving or, putting man on top. Not truly understanding that, this is about the authority and will of Yahweh Shem Shah.
But you damn dogs want to be on top. The women that always complain about the matriarch ain't nothing but a female patriarch. The matriarch is nothing but a female patriarch in which the women are on top. And they enslave men through child support. You know what I mean?
You see the results.
Yeah, we see the results, man. The YNs and 304s came from the matriarch, not the patriarch. YNs and 304s, they came from your kingdom. Because you have a little sub-kingdom here in America. Under Esau's little kingdom, he gave you little sub-kingdoms called the hood, the ghettos, the low-income environments, these little government voucher projects. That's your shit. And your little matriarch in that world, it produced the slum of our people, man. Now he's pulling a rug from the matriarch. All right, and now you're just out. You're gonna be left out here, man. All right, but the point is, when it comes to the family unit, the Most High put the man on top of the family, man. But you have women who resist that and rebel from that by way of saying, well, the Lord has to reveal something to me. The Lord gonna skip over me and reveal it to you. Now it says our sons and our daughters shall prophesy, and he'll give your woman a dream, but that dream was for you.
If I may add, what the Lord gave us, what was the 2 Corinthians, the Lord gave us his chain of command.
Yep.
Yahweh Shah, man, woman, and child. The Lord ain't just gonna break his chain of command he's going to distribute the information in the spirit as he already said that it's going to be.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful point, because you're doing a job and you'll ask your supervisor, your plant manager or something, and he'll say, well, did you ask somebody that's lower in rank than me?
Yep.
Did you go to this person first?
Yep.
So for you so-called black women, Hispanic women, Native American women, all right? You think the Lord is gonna hop over your husband and just jump to you, man? You out of order, man. And the Most High is supposed to put everything back in order, man. All right? So no, the Most High didn't skip over your husband and go to you. Now, granted, you have sisters who are in the truth, who they're believing women, and their husbands may be non-believing men. You see?
Yeah.
This is where the Most High is dealing with you. But through your works, your husband can be saved. You know?
And that man will get ushered in.
Yep.
You know, he'll eventually fall under the other men.
Yeah.
You know, and that man will get built up, and then he'll become the leader of his family.
That's right. Go ahead.
This is 2 Timothy chapter 3, starting at verse 16. All scripture is given by inspiration of Yahweh Shai, and is profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction, for instruction in righteousness, that a man of Yahweh Shai may be perfect, thoroughly furnished to all good works.
Yep.
You see, all this is for your good, for correction, but the woman, she don't want that.
Nope.
You know, she don't want that. She wants things that benefit her emotionally.
Yep.
You know, that short-sightedness. You know, she wants to be in rulership now and have things go her way. You know, and that's just like the mindset of a child. How Esau Edom was running this kingdom. You know, because again, the man that's in power, that's in powers and rulership has the power over the minds of everyone that's under him.
Yep.
You know, because he's in control of what can be learned, what can be spread. You know, just like you was talking about Christianity.
Yeah.
That mindset, that doctrine,
Yeah.
is spread all over the world. You know, not as Western philosophy. You know, this do without what spirit
Yeah.
has the minds of most women or most people.
Yep.
You know.
Just do as thou wilt. Like you said, it's a do as thou wilt spirit, man. You made a point, bro.
Because he's going into our woman is short-sighted. You know, and that's just how the Lord designed her. A woman in her lot, that goes good with the man that's in his lot.
Yeah.
Because that man, we have to be farsighted.
Yep.
But you know, we're looking ahead, and there are things that gotta be done like right in that instant. So there's short-sightedness on those things that have to be done right now. You know, that's a purpose of it. But Eve she don't just wanna be in her lot. She wanna be in her lot. She wanna control the man's lot. She wanna be in control of everything. You know, when the Lord gave you your own particular thing, that's why you are the way you are.
Because a lot of you bitches, man, y'all can't even nourish your fat ass or your kids. You so worried about being this alpha female or this independent woman, but you feel that you're a lot. You want to control a man's life or ask him his business and want to get out of the driver's seat of his car, but you don't even know the proper food to put into your body. All right? You don't know how to build your own apothecary. You got to build your own apothecary, man. What the fuck do I mean by that? Where's your herbal cabinet? You bitches take your kids to the hospital take your sick ass to the hospital for every medical thing because you love this man's kingdom, but you don't understand how this man's kingdom rules you. You take your ass through a drive-through, eat poisonous food. You see? But you don't know how to build your own apothecary. That's embarrassing for you to be worried about some fucking SNAP benefits. I don't give a fuck if you live in the inner city. You should have a mini garden. Grow some basil, grow medicinal plants. You know what I mean? You a woman? What the fuck is a woman? A woman is like the 5%ers call their woman their earth, man. The earth produces. The earth makes medicinal plants. The earth makes fruit. All right, the earth brings forth animals that you can hunt. You know, the earth creates trees. All right, a lot of times your spirit will be out of balance. You'll be fucked up, right? Your vibration will be low. But go exercise in nature. Go sunbathe. So the earth is supposed to nourish you, man. But here that you got women, they don't even know that they're like you're like the earth. Here that you want to be some fucking snake goddess, all right? But you don't have no herbal cabinet. You don't know how to preserve food. You know what I mean? You don't know how to make blankets. Our great grandmas can make them thick ass blankets, man. Them thick quilts. I stand corrected. Them thick ass quilts, man.
NyQuil and stitching.
Yeah, man. Shit. And it'd be like it. Man, we've had hard winters when I was little. I mean, like I'm 8 years old, 10 years old. We in my grandma's house in the country. Electricity go out. It might be 10 degrees outside. It might be icicles outside. Man, grandma like that kerosene lamp. She'll put her mother's quilts on us, man. You know, she'll put her mother's quilts, man. We'll be warm, man. You know, you don't know what a kerosene lamp is. All right, you don't know how to make teas with lemon in it. You know what I mean? You got the cold. You don't know how to ferment garlic. And now you don't have an excuse, because although your great grandmothers are back with the Most High, guess what? You got TikTok, but y'all too busy showing y'all fucking titties and getting attention from niggas that you don't even know how to nourish, man. So and now Esau is exposing your weird ass because your breast produced milk, your breast produced milk, and you worried about some Similac and formula. You can grow food from the earth, but you worried about some SNAP benefits, man. Y'all are fucking useless, man.
Yeah, man.
And we love women, but we always get this reality check like, damn. It's a distraction.
Is it worth it?
Is it worth it? You know? But go ahead.
This is Lamentations chapter 4, verse 3. Even the sea monsters draw out the breast. They give suck to their young ones. The daughter of my people is become cruel like the ostrich in the wilderness.
Yeah, the daughters of my people, that's plural, so it's not talking about Israel, it's about the daughters of Israel. They become cruel. You feed your child yellow 5, yellow 6. Watch this documentary called The Magic Pill, because the apostles been speaking on the carnivore diet, the keto diet. You have kids that have autism, and what happens is they change their diet to keto, a high-fat, medium protein diet, and you'll find out that a lot of children really have to get cleansed of those additives, those processed carbs. But when they switch to a high-fat protein diet, they responded to their parents better. They had more focus. There was more sound, like calm waters as opposed to rushing waters. You know? But basically, it's that diet. But you've been a nourisher, you see? You're supposed to be up on these things. Like, yeah, I have an interest in natural healing, but God damn it, I gotta work too. So it'd be better if I had a woman, she probably took care of like the side bills, but I need you building some shit.
Help me like him to himself.
Help me like him to himself. So we're both into nature. But yeah, baby, you gotta build this, you gotta know how to preserve food, make herbal tinctures, herbal salves. We gotta have side hustles. So yeah, you gotta administer that shit, sell it on TikTok.
Yep.
You know, cause a lot of Eve, man, she'll look at us like we tricks, man. We not in a fire, so it's like, oh yeah, they gonna take care of everything.
Yeah. Because I mean, and that's a good point. Because as a man, you go out and work, but you bring it back the resources for her to be able to produce.
Come on, man.
But you know what you done brought in, and now you know it brings substance into the household.
Because I could buy the herbs, and I'm just speaking subjectively. You know, for example, I could buy the herbs in bulk.
Yep.
Maybe you could grow them. Maybe you could buy the seeds in bulk.
Yep.
I could buy the material in which we could make our little homesteading thing, you know? But somebody has to nourish it, you know? And even when it comes to working, you know, Jake, man, it's better when Jake outside spinning. Meaning, you might drive trucks, you might be away from home for a couple of weeks, but you bring home the resources. Zaquan Yash brought up the point years ago in the ancient world. You go into the history, the men, when they won the battles, they brought back the resources for the spoils, but the women took the spoils and made products. For example, you took the silk and you took the fabric and women made them into clothes. You know? So now it's like, okay, You drive trucks, you may do construction, you get paid, you bring the resource back to the house, but that woman's supposed to she's supposed to turn those resources into goods.
Yeah.
It's a goods, that's the word I was trying to say, right? So it's hard for a man to be both. And unless your job is your passion, it's hard for a man to be the provider and the nourisher. You know, we know how to cook, but we be tired sometimes. You know, see you women, y'all went to school, and it's not a bad thing that you went to school. What's bad is you forgot how to be a woman while you went and got that bag in America. A lot of women got that bag in America and it turned you to a damn man.
Yep.
You know?
I think that's funny.
All right.
This is Titus chapter 2, starting verse 3. The aged woman likewise, and they be in behavior as becoming holiness,
Yep.
not false accusers, not giving too much wine, teaching of good things, that they may teach the young woman to be sober.
To be sober, not tipsy and drunk all the fucking time. Now let's say, all right, your husband out there spinning, right? Working, doing the works. You're an Israelite man working, doing the works. You got the meals ready. You can put everything on simmer, put it on warm. You done cooked everything for the kids.
Yeah.
Now you get your wine and shit. You know what I mean?
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. You know? With 3-4 little hyenas in some, club, bringing all the attention to themselves. Nah, man. All right, go ahead, bro.
To be sober, to love their husband.
Love their husbands. We gotta import women to get women that love us. You should make a point though, bro.
No, you were saying, you go home, like think about the type of energy or the type of spirit that's in that house when that man come home.
Yeah.
You know, everything on simple, she got everything done.
Yeah.
She just relaxing, sitting back. You know, even if you got a little one or two, they may be doing their room or just running around or whatever. But you think about the type of energy or spirit that's in that house when that man walk in.
Yep.
You know, it's uplifting.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because everybody in their role is order.
Everybody's in it. Because you might say, look, I don't mind working overtime just so my woman can be more of a nourisher.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It might not be, you paying everything, but Jake don't mind, man, doing more to come home to order.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Because what you're going to find, y'all going to be forced to do this shit. All right? But what the Spirit is showing us is that the Most High is insourcing the economy. You know what I mean? So, for example, the laundromat can be in your house. All right? The restaurant can be in your house. The daycare can be in your house. Isaiah 4:1, some of the women are going to be nourishing the little ones, man, that you already have. So basically, a Hebrew man is going to be a country within himself. The so-called hospital, the apothecary is inside your apartment or your house. All right, a little mini farm. See, we're going to go back to that in the kingdom. In the kingdom, you're going to have estates with many women, and those women are going to have workers up under them. All right, you might have some lake that's a part of your property. Y'all bring in fish, and then guess what? For dinner, it's that fish out there. For dinner, it's that slaughtered calf out there.
You know what's in it.
And you know what's in it. And like King Solomon, his daily portion was with that oxen, that calf. You know, your oils, man. The king's oils, all that, man. It's gonna be a part. Your estate is gonna produce all these things. And that was the purpose of having multiple wives. It's not just it was, I'm so fucking thirsty, I need multiple women. No, they were producers. You know? Okay.
That they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husband, to love their children, to be discreet, chaste, keepers at home.
To be discreet. What does discreet go into? Self-control, man. Having your titties tucked in, that's discreet. Having your body covered up, have you women that claim to be Christians, you're sexually provocative. You pray and you say quotes from the Bible or some shit, but look how you dress. You got your butt out, your breast out. You think that more people have to see you naked than your husband, you know? But here you are, you believe in God and all this shit, man. And y'all get in a car like this and vent about the Hebrew Israelites. All right, go ahead, bro.
Keepers at home, good, obedient to their husbands, that the word of Yahweh Shema shall be not blasphemed.
Obedient to your husbands, man. So this is basically anti-nigga woman verses, man. All right, but because look, just discreet, chaste, obedient to your husbands. That and what they say is, well, he got to make 6 figures for me to submit. Get the fuck out of here, man.
You can't tell modern women like that.
If I make 6 figures, you think I want you?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
You don't understand that. You want men that make this certain type of money and all of that shit done, but when you get with them dudes, they got, ain't no problem for them to have more than one woman, or ain't no problem for them to do all, ain't no problem for all these things that a typical man of the Lord will ask for, but you got all these crazy ass motherfucking requirements. One, that you can't feel for yourself, and two, this nigga, once you get somebody like that, this nigga, like, you think about how many other women that want this type of dude.
Yeah, and what it is too, just to add on top of that, high value men have expectations. And you don't have to make 6 figures to be a high value man. And you don't have to make 6 figures to have an expectation. Modern women are not used to men having an expectation towards them. So they think they call that sassy. Or you just marry a man then if you got all these requirements. Because they used to a man running after them because she's a woman. So when men who have value and dignity and self-esteem, they have a requirement for your ass, you don't know how to deal. Okay, I mean, just that'll be with the city. Hit that horn, bro. Oh, he tapped in. He focused. He focused. But hey, we got the brother on the road right beside us, you know. But the point is, man, we pretty much made the point, man. We sick and tired, and the spirit is sick and tired of you and your little personal relationship with some invisible deity, man, that you label Jesus and God. But the outcome is just chaos. I'm tired of that bullshit. Well, y'all go to church, right? Some of y'all go to church, but it's just some bullshit. It's like, if you really with the church and they taught the Most High, what did that engender for your life? You know?
Them women, they be going to church for the deacons.
Yeah.
What's that word? Hypergamy?
Yeah, you're hypergamous because those men are in positions of leadership and you're gravitating to basically to deal with the big antlers.
Yeah.
The high status, the alpha males. Say it again.
They think when a man has power like that, if they with him, then they got some power across the church and all that.
That's right too. Yeah. Because you know how Eve is. She wants to one up other women.
Yep.
You know, she want to be over other women. You know. So yeah, deacons, the pastor himself. You want these high-ranking men because it'll elevate you. You know. Or like you went into hypergamy, you know, you want a guy that is like basically up here. Because going back to nature, the females in nature are hypergamous. They want the animal with the high status. But we're going to get that high status in the kingdom, man. All right, but in turn, your ass going to be in order. But I hope this was of edification. Did y'all have anything y'all want to say? All right, with that, we're going to give all honor and glory to Yahweh by Shem Yahushai by Shem Kakadash, double honor to our elder apostles and elder bishops, great millstone well. Peace and blessings, health and wellness to the house of David the elect. Abba, Shalom. Shalom.
Shalom.
Oh.